Good evening and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Jefferson Robbins, and I miss Grant Olson like the deserts miss the rain. He's out this week, and I'm filling in. Today's top news stories are coming up. First, we got some time for a quick look outside our weather window. Take a look out here. One of the reasons I miss Grant so much is he's so good at this part, just talking about the weather. Nice view down valley from one of our Skycam cameras. Talking about the weather's not my forte, but we are peaking today with a temperature of about 59 and sunny across the Wenatchee Valley. With very little change predicted for the rest of this week, you couldn't ask for a nicer Wednesday in autumn. Now off to a few of the stories that we're going to be following for you tonight. A hit-and-run driver not only damaged 5 cars, but also allegedly got into a fight with police. A new technology survey is bullish on the Wenatchee Valley's technological future. And a downtown art gallery hosts a new and unique collage show. But first up, here's the news. A driver who allegedly struck multiple cars in a hit-and-run incident Monday night in Wenatchee faces charges of DUI and assault. Police say East Wenatchee resident Berenice Garcia, who's 21 years old, fought with officers after striking 5 vehicles in the area of Methow Street about 9 p.m. No one was injured, but Garcia allegedly refused a breath test and kicked 2 police officers between her arrest and her arrival at the Chelan County Jail. Striking a cop automatically yields a charge of third-degree assault, and a blood test will be used to determine whether Garcia was intoxicated. Well, after just 3 months on the job, the executive director of the Numerica Performing Arts Center in Wenatchee has been dismissed. Robert Cox took over the operation in July, replacing Matt Cadman, who had been director for 6 years. The PAC board decided at a September 24th board meeting to part ways with Cox. Details on why he was dismissed were not released. Cox was previously the artistic director of a theater company in New York. Prior to taking the job at the PAC, he was employed at a data center in Quincy. PAC board president Jake Purdom said they have not yet launched a search for a new director, and Alex Haley is serving in that role for now. Well, the Greater Wenatchee area added more than 500 tech jobs over the last 10 years, but more needs to be done to keep growing. That's the finding of a new survey from Our Valley, Our Future, the nonprofit association helping to chart the region's development. The study, carried out by Washington State University's Impact Center, says the Valley gained 588 technology-related jobs between 2008 and 2018, for a total of 1,500 people employed in the tech sector. Our Valley, Our Future coordinator Steve Maher says to keep that momentum, the Valley needs public-private partnerships centered on infrastructure and higher education. By filling those gaps, the payoff could be a big net gain in jobs and local economic growth. Well, an Okanogan County man who murdered his friend over stolen goods must be resentenced. The State Court of Appeals says Don Arthur Moore, a 71-year-old Riverside man who shot and stabbed Bruce Maloney to death in 2013, was sentenced to 32 years without considering his mental health status. Moore, who is a Vietnam veteran diagnosed with PTSD, showed signs of memory loss and paranoia before the murder. He won't get a new trial, but an Okanogan County judge must order a psychiatric exam before adjusting his sentence. He remains imprisoned at Coyote Ridge Correction Center. Coming up next, a suspected campground thief gets run over by his own getaway car. And it looks like the rules on vacation rentals in Chelan County may be status quo until the year 2020. That's all just ahead. I'm Jefferson Robbins. You're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News. Stay with us.
Arctic Refrigeration and Heating has been serving North Central Washington for 34 years. Arctic provides the finest heating and cooling air quality products for residential and commercial customers, along with prompt and professional customer service. Arctic also offers specialty services like custom sheet metal fabrication of ductwork, coil cleaning, as well as planned fall and spring maintenance for the overall well-being of your system. Arctic is available for emergency calls 24/7. Call Arctic Refrigeration and Heating for your heating and cooling needs.
Hi, I'm Ricardo, and this is Amanda, and we are from Impact Auto Sales,
where you can expect a hassle-free car buying experience. With our wide selection of used cars, trucks, and SUVs, let one of our friendly sales staff help you find the vehicle that fits your lifestyle. We have financing available for all credit types and great low rates for first-time buyers. Call us today at 888-8000 or stop by 3522 State Highway 97A in Wenatchee. Impact Auto Sales, where we strive to make an impact on your life and not your wallet.
Some jobs take more than skill. They require something deeper, an innate devotion to the communities in which we live. At Giesa Credit Union, we help you support law enforcement, firefighters, teachers, and veterans. With every purchase you make with a Giesa Local Heroes Affinity debit card, we make a donation to select organizations. After all, we can never repay them, but we can do our best to help a little with the Giesa Local Heroes Affinity debit card.
And welcome back. You're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News. A 19-year-old man who allegedly robbed a rural Douglas County campsite wound up getting run over by one of his own getaway vehicles. Sheriff's deputies arrested Joseph Aaron Lacey of Yakima on Friday night while he was being treated for injuries at Cooley Medical Center. Police said Lacey was one of a group of men who robbed a campsite near Dry Falls, where deer hunters were scouting before the season starts. The campers returned to find the men using two vehicles to carry away a pair of $1,000 Honda generators. One of the hunters was dragged by a van as he wrestled with one of the thieves, and Lacey was run over by a sedan before the two vehicles sped away together. Deputies said Lacey admitted to the theft and he now faces charges of robbery and assault. His alleged accomplices are still being looked for. Well, it's back to the drawing board for Chelan County planners who are working on new vacation rental property rules. The Planning Commission rejected the initial recommendations after last week's public hearing and referred them back to the Department of Community Development. The new rules have been in the works for the past 2 years in response to issues such as noise and parking in areas where the number of seasonal vacation homes have increased. NCWLIFE's Steve Hare spoke to our county commissioners. They say it's a contentious issue that may not be resolved until next year.
I think it's a delicate balance. I think there are certain things that you have to take a look at. What really is the root cause here? What really would perpetuate a ordinance to be put into place? To regulate vacation rentals. What truly is the problem? And some of it may be as much as people are fearful of the unknown of who is it that's coming into my neighborhood. And I don't necessarily know that you can put an ordinance in place to take care of a fear of the unknown. And so, we're trying to be very deliberate about this. We want to make sure that, if there's already something on the books, that's recognized, and that we're not, changing things, to create more regulation. But at the end of the day, to really get to the root cause, what is the root problem and root concern that the citizens have that are impacted by this?
They are required to pay the same as what motels do. They pay the total of 4% for the lodging tax that goes into our monies that we use for advertising. The revenue, when we agreed to put a regulation, a very watered down regulation in the Manson UGA, it taught us quite a bit. And one of those things has to be that there has to be enough revenue there to enforce it. And if you don't have enough revenue and can't enforce it, you shouldn't have the rule.
The county's efforts to revise its rules is driven in part by the popularity of online brokerages like VRBO and Airbnb. The County Planning Commission may start reviewing these new rules by the end of October. You're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News. Coming up next, Eric Granstrom gives us tonight's feature story and your complete local weather forecast. That and sports still to come. Please stay with us.
Where will you be a year from now? You could be working as a medical assistant. The Charter College Medical Assistant Certificate Program gets you work ready in 10 months. Add 5 more months to earn an associate degree. We prepare you with hands-on training and support you after graduation with job search help and interview skills. Institutionally accredited by the Accrediting Bureau of Health Education Schools, Charter has been training healthcare professionals for more than 30 years. Charter College. We work to get you to work.
It's estimated that 1/3 of Americans do not have a financial plan. At D.A. Davidson, their advisors are working to change that because they understand the importance of planning for the future. At D.A. Davidson, they believe in partnering together to build a strategy tailored to your needs. They spend the time and have the knowledge to help keep your financial future on track. Let D.A. Davidson Financial Advisors of Wenatchee put the strength of advice to work for you.
At some point, we realized that value and practicality go hand in hand. A time when an unnoticed accumulation of items has become burdensome. These possessions still have value, but now lack usefulness. Donate your unwanted items to Goodwill and become a job creator. Your donations allow Goodwill to provide much-needed training to job seekers in our community, and that's pretty useful for everyone. Be a job creator. Donate. Goodwill. There's more behind the store.
Are you watching me? If you're watching me and you are a business owner in North Central Washington, your potential customers could be seeing your TV commercial right now. With Solion Broadcasting, TV advertising is effective and affordable. Place your ads on the network best suited to your potential customers, or get top-of-mind awareness with 16 cable networks, including NCWLIFE, your local TV channel. Give Solion Broadcasting a call at 888-2020 today to see how easy and affordable it is to advertise on TV.
And welcome back to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Eric Grandstrom. Opening this week at the Collapse Contemporary Gallery in downtown Wenatchee, a show titled Copyright Bandits, featuring artists from around the world. NCWLIFE's Caitlin Hedersheet has more.
I'm Chad Yenny, and this is Collapse Gallery, and I'm the owner and curator. We've been having shows every month with different artists, some of them from out of town and some of them local.
This month, the Collapse Gallery will feature an international collage show called Copyright Bandits. Chad says the idea originated with plans for his friend Jay Barones to visit Wenatchee from Mexico and install a collage mural on the back of the building. While Jay is still visiting and leading a collage and silkscreen workshop this weekend, the collage show evolved into a group show.
We met together in New Orleans for Collage Fest and talked to some friends there and invited them to this opening, I guess, and so that's kind of how it's originated.
Copyright Bandits will feature 41 artists from around the globe, from Scotland to Germany, France and Spain, even Peru. A variety of styles will decorate the walls of Collapse. A collage artist himself, Chad says bringing this many artists together is something unique for the Wenatchee Valley.
I started doing collage back in the 90s for like band flyers and things, and then took a break for a long time and then kind of picked it up again 6 years ago, and I think it was probably inspired by album artwork from my childhood, Dead Kennedys and stuff like that. I think I kind of like the puzzle of it, finding one piece and then looking for another piece that goes together. It's been fun for me because I'm a fan of a lot of these people's work, and so being able to invite them over, have their pieces, be able to see them in real life, and hopefully, you know, just give them a chance at a sale or at least some exposure. I'm pretty biased to paper collage and hand-cut paper collage, but there's a lot of different things here like digital collage and stuff with textiles, and so just being the curator and being biased, a lot of it is paper, but at the same time I wanted to represent some other things that I thought were a cool way to do the art. I think that this show is pretty unique in general, just getting this many people together from different disciplines of collage and different parts of the world, and yeah, there's only a couple gatherings like this, you know, around the world, and so I think it's pretty cool.
As far as the title for the show, Chad says that's a little industry humor for all the collage artists out there.
It's kind of a joke on the fact that people get worried about copyright issues and things like that, and there's been some talk about people getting in trouble with using different images. There's also been some neat success stories. I have a friend in Seattle that was telling me that he got a letter from National Geographic one time, and he was really worried because he'd been doing a lot of collages with that, and they were actually excited about it, and they did a little blog post on him, and so he was like, yes, finally, you know, somebody gets it.
The opening reception is this Friday from 4 to 10 p.m. with live music, and Chad says some of the artists participating in the show are planning on attending. This show runs through October 27th, but to keep up on a variety of events and art classes happening at Collapse, follow them on Facebook or Instagram. I'm Caitlin Hedersheet, NCWLIFE News.
Learn something new every day about our community and what's happening inside. What's happening outside? Another beautiful day for the Wenatchee Valley as we look outside the weather window and hardly a wisp of a cloud here this afternoon. And thanks to Sky-Fi Wireless Network from LocalTel for providing us a look from our cross camera looking down on the Wenatchee Valley and the Columbia River snaking through between Wenatchee and East Wenatchee. But yeah, beautiful day today. There are going to be some clouds moving in tonight. We'll tell you more about that with our forecast. Also another possible chilly night tonight. We were a little cold last night. As we take a look at the almanac, yeah, we got down to 37 degrees. That was about 4 or 5 o'clock this morning for the overnight lows. 60 are high here today, so we're still way below normal where we should be this time of year. Yeah, 69 should be where we are normally, and 46 for the overnight low, but we're still a little under that due to this airflow that's coming down from Canada that's influencing our air mass right now, but should warm up by the weekend, and then another storm brewing in the Pacific that's going to slug into us by the middle and later part of next week. 83, our record high for today. That was set in 1998. 37, the record low in 1999. No precipitation yesterday, so we're still at 5.9 inches for the month of, or for the year, that I should say. Sunrise this morning at 7:01, sunset tonight at 6:38. Still losing about 4 or 5 minutes of daylight per day. Let's put things in motion and talk about what's happening here with this weather system. Here you see these banded clouds that are moving in to the Pacific Northwest and will influence us here in the Wenatchee Valley for the night tonight and then especially tomorrow night. Now, as we get into the weekend, that cloud cover is going to dissipate and we're going to look really good for the weekend as far as clouds are concerned. And then watch this system coming in off the coast of British Columbia. That's going to slam into the Vancouver Island by the middle to the latter part of next week. So we'll be keeping an eye on that. As far as the precipitation is concerned, we're going to see some light bands that are come through here on Thursday night, especially into Friday morning. But for the weekend, as you can see, mostly dry here for the Wenatchee Valley and for central Washington. In fact, for the entire Pacific Northwest. And here you see that band coming in, and here comes that storm by Wednesday, Thursday next week. As far as temperatures are concerned, you can see this wide spread of blue. Those are temperatures in the upper 20s to low 30s. We're still going to have some of that, especially here in the Idaho Panhandle in western Montana. Not too much except for the high elevations here in Washington for the upcoming several days. By the weekend again and into the first part of next week, we're going to be back into the upper 60s, nighttime lows in the upper 40s, so more seasonable type weather. So let's take a look at the quick lube and tune forecast. For tonight, we have some increasing clouds coming in with a low of 43 tonight, so a little bit warmer than that 37 we saw last night. Also a slight chance of a few raindrops overnight tonight. That's going to linger into tomorrow morning, but then leave us with sunny skies tomorrow. High temperature getting up around 60. Thursday night is the real night that we're watching as far as showers are concerned, and the clouds developing with some snow possibly in the higher elevations, maybe Washington Pass. Nothing for Stevens, Snoqualmie, or Blewett Pass expected anyway as far as Thursday night is concerned. Those showers are going to linger into Friday morning, and then the winds are going to come in and going to push those clouds away, so we're going to be left with sunshine, but also gusty winds up to 20 miles an hour, so keep that in mind as you head out for football on Friday night. High temperature on Friday should be 60. And as we look into the weekend, it's looking really good with sunny skies, dry conditions. High temperatures should be in the middle 60s, lows in the middle 40s. First part of next week will bump up near the upper 60s with nighttime lows in the upper 40s, more seasonable. And then look out, Wednesday, Thursday next week, we've got that system that's barreling into the coast of Canada. That's going to influence our weather here as well. That's your quick lube and tune forecast. Coming up next, I'll have your sports news right here on the NCWLIFE Evening News.
I'm Tom from Alpine Air Heating and Cooling. At Alpine Air, we think of ourselves as customer service oriented retailers. When you make an appointment, please visit our store, meet our people, see our shop. We are serious about heating and air conditioning. Carrier and Alpine Air are offering huge factory rebates and financing options for all your needs. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air. Call for your free replacement estimate. Heat and air, call Alpine Air, 662-6846.
AC Checker has new owners who put customer service first. When you have to get there on time, call fast, friendly, reliable AC Checker, 663-TAXI. AC Checker has the industry's only on-time or it's free guarantee. Conditions apply. Call AC Checker, 663-TAXI to schedule your cab or schedule online at acchecker.com. Call American Classic Taxi, 663-TAXI. That's 663-8294.
Coming home should never be a chore. Let Merry Maids of Wenatchee customize all your cleaning needs. Weekly, bi-weekly, special occasion. Do you have a vacation home that needs cleaning? We clean them too. Locally owned and operated, let Merry Maids do the cleaning while you focus on your family and friends. Merry Maids has special offers to fit your budget. Request your free cleaning estimate today. 509-663-1710.
Only one dealership in Wenatchee has Motor Trend's SUV of the Year and Truck of the Year. That's right, Town Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram has the all-new Jeep Wrangler and the all-new Ram 1500 pickup. Or get the best of both worlds in the new Jeep Gladiator. Visit Town Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram today for more information on these award winners and see why there's no reason to leave town to buy your next vehicle.
And now it's a sports update on the NCWLIFE channel.
And a happy Wednesday to you. The Eastmont Wildcats were stunned at home last night in a 2-1 loss to the hands of the Davis Pirates in Big 9 girls soccer. After a scoreless first half, Davis came out firing in the second half. Pirates were up 2-0 before Eastmont could counter on a goal by Megan Chandler. Sebastian Moraga and Matt Wisen had the call here on the NCWLIFE channel.
Islas, shot across, looking for Cup, trying again. There to Cup, there's the shot, goal, 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 goal! And Davis takes the lead. Melchor into the box. Melchor, this could be a good opportunity. Shot to the side, that shot, and there's a penalty kick. There is a penalty kick, and things just went from bad to worse. Islas and Fry and Islas, two actors, one stage. There's the shot, and she stops it! Wow, what a brilliant stop. The play continues. There's Islas again. Shot across, ball sent to the corner kick. Matt Wisen, that has to be the play of the game so far. Definitely. No question about it.
I personally don't think that was justice served. That was a unwarranted penalty, and karma played a little role there, not to take anything away from Miss Fry. An outstanding save.
The ball for Mendez. Mendez waiting for it is Olivas. Mendez. Ooh. Play continues. That looked like a penalty to me.
There's the second penalty.
And it's Jordan Jolly getting the right foot ready. Jolly the shot, and it goes in. It's 2-0 Pirates. Chandler, right-footed. Chandler, the shot. Chandler! Goal, 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 goal! And these last 3 minutes promise to be something to behold, Matt Wisen.
Quite a shot, definitely. I don't think the keeper, I don't know, did you see much of a reaction out of her? She just kind of, really just kind of walking back like it might go over the top. And yeah, that was a great shot nonetheless. With 35 out.
Here's the kick. Into the box, Chandler the header. Goal! Goal! No, let's see what the referee's calling it. Let's see what the referee's calling it. No, he called it a handball. He called a handball. And that will not count. How heartbreakingly close. What do you think of the positioning of the goalkeeper right now? Their goalkeeper. There's a shot, and this one sails over. Close, but it sails over.
She was about right, depending on, there's the match.
And there's the whistle that tells us that the Davis Pirates have pulled off the upset, defeating the Eastmont Wildcats 2-1.
Also checking the Les Schwab scoreboard on the rest of the soccer slate last night. Wenatchee shut out West Valley 2-0. Okanagan was a 4-0 winner over Chelan. Cashmere got by Cascade 3-2. Quincy walloped Wapato 5-1. Ephrata shut out Tompkins 6-0. And Brewster mauled Manson 7-0. Heading indoors to the volleyball courts and scores from around the area last night. Eastmont dropped the first game to Davis 25-5, but rebounded to bounce the Pirates 3-1, winning the next three 26-24, 25-7, and 25-21. Wenatchee played West Valley tough in the first game, falling 24-26. Then the Rams kicked it into high gear, winning the next two games 25-10 and 17 for the sweep. Moses Lake had a Donnybrook with Sunnyside, that is, edging the Grizzlies 3-2, with the match ending in a deciding fifth game 15-11. In the CTL, Cascade shut out Cashmere 3-0. Chelan blanked Okanagan 3-0. And in the CWAC, Quincy got by Prosser 3-1. Ephrata swept Othello 3-0. On the B volleyball courts last night, Wilson Creek beat Entiat 3-1. Manton took 5 games to top Tonasket 3-2, and Brewster blanked Waterville Mansfield 25-20, 11, and 18. Moses Lake entertained West Valley and Sunnyside in the pool on Tuesday, and the Chiefs came out on top in the double duel, 143-55 over the Rams, 155-14 over the Grizzlies. Well, the Seahawks face the Rams on Thursday Night Football tomorrow at CenturyLink Field. The Seahawks 8-1 under Coach Pete Carroll on Thursday night. Linebacker Bobby Wagner says the key to success is not treating the game special.
I think we don't let the pride time get to our heads. We treat it as a regular game. You know, it's easy for guys to come in, you know, young and watching Monday night, Sunday night, Thursday night football and thinking it's a bigger deal than what it is. But, you know, for the first day we got here, they always preached it's just a normal game. And you know, we've kind of normalized the game. So it doesn't feel like a big game, doesn't feel different than any other game. And you don't feel like you have to do more, do whatever to show or prove something. And I feel like that's probably why it speaks to the success we've had.
The Rams come into the game 3-1 on the season. They're the defending division and conference champs. Wagner says Jared Goff continues to lead their offense with great maturity.
Just his reads. The way he picks up reads, the way he, you know, he's really, really good at play action. He's able to, you know, get outside the pocket, you know, get the ball to his targets really, really fast. He makes really good reads at the line, good checks at the line. And that's probably what stands out to me. I think over the years he's, you know, taking more control of the offense, taking more control of, you know, where everybody is going. So I think when he was a rookie, he was kind of still trying to learn his way. And as he's gotten older and as he's matured, you can see him understanding the offense, understanding what is expected of him, and taking control of their offense.
Going to be a good game tomorrow night, Thursday Night Football, kickoff at 5:20 on Fox. Home crowd was treated to a great National League wildcard game in our nation's capital last night as the Washington Nationals came from behind to beat Milwaukee 4-3. Trailing 3-1 at the bottom of the 8th and the bases loaded, Washington's Juan Soto slapped a single to right field that got past Brewers right fielder Trent Grisham. All 3 base runners scored as the fans at Nationals Park went nuts. Steven Strasburg worked 3 innings of relief for the first time in his career coming out of the bullpen. He struck out 4, no runs, and got the victory. Nationals now head to L.A. to face the Dodgers in the National League Divisional Series. Oakland will host Tampa Bay in tonight's American League wildcard game coming up at 6:09. That's sports news. I'm Eric Grandstrom. Jefferson, back to you.
Eric Grandstrom, thank you for doing double duty on sports and weather. That's going to do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around north central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or on our website, ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email, news@ncwlife.com, or just give us a call, 888-NCWL. That's 888-6295. Also, keep it right here on the NCW Life channel tomorrow morning for Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Your host, my friend, Dan Kuntz, filling in for Grant Olson. I'm Jefferson Robbins. We'll see you here tomorrow night.
NCW Life channel is your home for local news, local weather, and events including live local high school sports. Watch inspiring local shows featuring local people. Don't miss Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Let's learn. Guada TV. Street Talk and Other Stuff. The 12th District. Life with Lisa. And the Arbiter of Stoke. NCW Life channel is your local TV station.
People are really skeptical of our industry. They have been sold products, they have been sold policies they either don't need, don't understand, confusing. I understand that. We are more about the process and the people. Our SFG roadmap is designed to take care of all of those concerns. For those that have questions about their retirement, we would love the opportunity to sit down and chat with you.
I'm Jenny Kerstetter, and you are watching the NCW Life channel.